Oh. Well. I keep all the door, didn't we losing the door? Sit and watch.
I'm glad you want me.
Now that can go on there. You're watching, are you?
Yeah.
Hello. Keep and turn that off. Ah, 3 people. Welcome. 4. Silloth prom. We've been all hour. Alright, Mark. Silty bottom evening. You alright? We've been all over tonight. Well, now Wayne, you alright? Just trying to get this bitty thing to set right on there. Blame Keaton. We've been all over tonight. We've been to went to Fish Maryport prom.
It was tightened.
Went to Fish Maryport prom. Wind, you couldn't stand up, it was horrible. And then went round to Bank End Farm, and the weed round there was absolutely crazy. I think it snapped my line, the weed, it was that bad. Now we're at Silloth prom, it's just gone high water. Chucked out a bait, so I was making a video, but I thought bollocks to it, I'll just gone live. Out the car, this is probably the first, like, I think if Steve said if I tap that there, oh, hide all messages, no, hide.
Live chat.
Oh,
I'll tell you in live chat that I can show you with them.
Oh yes, Keaton show us it.
Enjoy your trip to Wales. Yeah, we did.
Hi, it was fantastic. Good crack. Lot of driving. 2 tanks of fuel. I hope to catch a ray or even a dogfish, to be honest. Official day, Mark. If you know Silloth prom, we like right next to the ramp. So I'm going to drop that with us. If I get a ray on, I can go up and pull up the ramp. Can't really see the road properly. I'll zoom in a bit more. It's not as windy in the car, mind. But from Maryport to Silloth on the beaches, it's just white water. King, you want to go and reel yours in?
Yeah, should we reel it in properly?
Just, yeah, reel it in properly, then cast back out. Don't get blown away, keep all that door. Put some 7-ounce leads in your boots. Now. So yeah, just, the winds are bad. I've had to walk 30 yards up the promenade to the left to cast out and landed like basically in front of us. That's 7-ounce leads and bait. Got the big light underneath there to try and keep it there. Thingy, keep it lit up for you. Where's he going? He's walking the other side of the bridge ramp. Aye, Wales was fantastic. Just mint. Like, I really did enjoy it. The drive down there was fantastic, really. I was awake from 6 o'clock on the Thursday morning, and then we were watching Fishing Dorset live on Friday night. I think it was Friday night. And I had a pot noodle and 3 buns. Some managed to soak up the pot noodle, and that was it. Like, I was a goner. Sparkled in the car seat, storming my head off. Look at them clouds moving. Wow. Which rocks were them, Wayne? I'll zoom out a touch. Was it on the end of the video or the start? We'll take all the weight off, rebait up. I can see my line, Keaton, it's alright. That you were fishing off at the start. I guess that you was the day you were racing Stephen. Yeah, that was a Friday morning. Down southwest Wales, yeah. They were just like ledges, and there was plenty of room on them. Alright, Bob. There was plenty room on the ledges, to be honest. I fished some places in the northeast where it's a lot tighter, like the South Point at Hawthorne, for instance, if you know that. That there is about maybe 4 foot wide, 4 foot wide, about 8 foot long, and you're about 60 foot off the water. Yeah, but the climb up and down was just a barrier because I had the cool box inside the biddy rucksack in the Army Bergen, and in the other the IMAX rucksack I had a camping stove and stuff like that. Obviously I was taking the bed down, so I needed some scran, and I took a kilo of sausage down as well, Cumberland sausage. Obviously that didn't come back up. I'm glad you enjoyed the video, to be honest. That's Keaton, he's just took his bait off.
What?
So, Keaton, hold this, then I'll get the knife out for you. Yeah. You're not using a knife, cutting that. In fact, see if I can get down there. I left the tripod in the house, so you're going to have to just bear with us a second.
One to hold the phone up.
Another phone to hold it up.
Try and get that underneath that phone. Underneath your...
There we go. That'll do for now. You just make sure it doesn't fall over. What?
Will you be able to cast out?
Cast out yourself?
You can get further.
So, you cast out yourself. Where's the phone you fall over? being cast out. So they broke my neck. I didn't know if you seen that, tripped over the flipping curb. Oh! Bah, it's windy out there, like. Right, give us a look at this. So, Keaton's just walking up there to cast out. The wind's horrible, like. Obviously, he fell over the curb then. Just a short session. It was saved doing a video, really. I wonder how you get the comments back on the screen. Rays or dogfish. Just anything with fins. Look at him, cheeky little shit moving the thing over. I just, anything that swims really. Very, very small tides, aren't they? So them tips on continental rods are crazy, man, aren't they?
Yeah.
Windy out there, Keaton, isn't it? As he nods. Press that there. Live chat, all messages. Aha! Live chat, all messages visible. Jackpot. So last time they were only lasting 10 seconds. 7 people in chat, 4 thumbs up.
One of them was me.
What was it? What you liking your own thing here?
Yeah.
Hey guys, thanks all for all your support, mind. Roll on the winter.
Be able to watch rods from here.
Watch the rods from where there? But look out the window screen, you can see them there, mate. Didn't need to look through that. Just using up for the bait from the weekend, to be honest. Just mackerel left, so we can only try, can't we? God loves a tryer.
Who's that?
See if you can sort that out on there, Keaton, to stick it onto that.
I do it here before. Yeah, just do it like this.
But no, so I'm sticking on the back of it.
Never mind. I need to get my camera. See if I can actually see.
See what?
No, if you'll be able to see.
9. Oh yeah, thanks very much everybody who's watching. We're just at silloth prom. Fishing out the car for a change.
Now I'm trying to get this.
We've been all over it tonight. Ah. Look at them clouds looking vicious, aren't they? Taking some focus in mind. Isn't it?
I don't think he does get it done.
I wonder why it's doing that for. How do you get the thing on? I've checked that. Aye, cheers, Stevie. I think my best one I've weighed, I think it was £12, wasn't it, a Ray? A few months ago now.
Who's made up to 10, 12?
I got one down in the video, what went out today, where we fished Newquay. I think Keaton was about 3 or 4 year old. So you talk about 10 years ago, 11 years ago when I fished down there. I got a ray out down there and I couldn't pick it off the floor. It was proper heavy, like never had no skills or nothing. Caught in about 2 foot of water. Who's looking forward to the cod fishing starting then, apart from me? Ten people in the thing. Nice one. Do us a favour, hit that thumbs up button if you don't mind. That's mental, that, like. Thanks all for watching. Just at Silloth Prom, fishing out the car. Not very often this happens, I tell you. Liam, I can't wait either. I dream of cod. The winter. Cheers, Bob D. Zero degrees. Big northeasterly blowing, or an easterly. Doesn't get any better, does it? Fingertips freezing. Waves crashing in. Cold spray smashing you in the face. Off the rocks. Class.
I think I might have a bite.
Are they getting many turbot in Dewridge Bay?
You've gone down to 8 people.
Me and my mate are planning a trip up your way in November. What baits will we need, please? Whereabouts are you planning on going? Like, I live in just outside of Carlisle now. So my way, I'm in the middle of everything. It's like a 3-hour drive to Arbroath, an hour and 20 minutes to South Shields, an hour and a half to where I fished all my life, and an hour and 10 minutes out west where I'm at today. 4 hours to the Horness Coast, 3.5 hours to Anglesey, so everywhere's a drive. I don't know. I fished Dewridge Bay once. It was a new big opening in September a few years ago. Had about 10 casts and moved somewhere else. I went to where the gypsy campsite used to be at what's it called? Just north of Newbiggin. Lynmouth, just north of Lynmouth there.
Bob D, I live not far from Anglesey.
Ah, well, we fished. I don't even know where we fished. Yeah, Lynmouth. I don't even know where we fished down that way yet. It was like Port Linus was to our right, if that helps. But November, if you're going onto the rocks and you're fishing around there, I would like cart November, December time. Peelers. Keaton, go and give that lamp another click. You've put on one for one click. You try to kill us.
No.
South Shields, Waymick. I'm on the pronouncing the angle in like a caravan now. Aye, South Shields. Keaton, give that. Make sure it's got 2 clicks. Click the light.
Yeah.
Off, and then press it on the second setting because you'll just drain the battery. Jesus. Yeah. Just depends on what the seas are like to be fishing on the northeast. To be honest. Keaton's trying to cut the shot. Oh my God, what's he doing? He's having a disco, isn't he?
What should I do with it?
Pass it here. Ah, man! Jesus Christ. Right there. Put that back. Get over it and go and put it back. You're blinding us.
Would it stop?
You've blinded everybody else.
Stop flashing.
Aye, cheers for checking in, Liam. Thank you very much. Keaton's just blinded us with that really big light. So I'm going to get my bait in and put another one back out. Keaton, come and hold this then.
What?
Because you moved everything about. Fancy doing this, telling us to do this, and we haven't even got the tripod with us, like. Oh. Shut the door. Right. I thought you'd plugged that in there. Jesus Christ. Right, that'll go on there, Warren. Sorry, people, bear with us.
Technical difficulties.
Aye, no tripod for that. That's my headlamp and nuts.
Where is it?
Down there, you had on charge. Oh, it was in your bag, wasn't it?
Yeah, put it in the bag.
I've got your headlight here.
I think my dad's reeling in. Dad's showing you fresh mackerel. He's going to be casting out now. I think the sea's settled down a bit now because it stopped dragging the weight of the bait and that across to the rightwards as fast.
Oh, bye, it's windy out there. I'm back. Well, oh man.
Dropping stuff.
Dropping stuff. Let's see what I've missed. Take that cap off. Hands stink like. Oh. It's going dark now, isn't it? Right hand side here. So you boys are only like 3 hours down the road, really 3.5 hours, depending on traffic, like. You know, these aren't far away at all, really, to be honest. Wonder why that screen's got a light blue on my thing. Might be off where the tripod fell over yesterday and landed face first.
No, it's showing bright blue on mine.
I've got a light blue thing across
Mine's
mine.
darker blue, this. Yeah, that's it. No, mine's like a proper blue look.
Oh yeah. Picture's bad really, isn't it?
Mine shows more like lighter.
Them clouds are whizzing past like.
It's windy.
Just can't get there. Right. I can't go any further forward really, can I? There's a car coming down blind the man. Jesus. We go forward a bit. I think we can, you know. Car pulling right alongside. You'll only hit it once. Oh, get that music turned off, Keaton. First try having a disco outside. Is that not Big Jeff, is it?
What?
No. Ah, that's a better picture, isn't it, people? Whoa. What happened there?
Whose was it?
I just flicked that about 50 yards, I think. Big bait on, half a mackerel. So you're not far from us, really. Straight down the M6. Tell you what, once we get past Lancaster last night, just plain sailing like. No, when I do the Hardness course in 4 hours, like past Hull, Wivensey way. When I went down there with Fish on the UK, we fished down there. I left there at 3:15 in the morning, and I jumped out the car, the 66. How far these days? No, I jumped out the car in the 66 just to wake myself up a bit. Pile of snow, just scrubbed my face in the snow. Jumped the car, kept driving. Got home at 7:10. So that wasn't too bad, really, was it? From 3:15 to 7:10. And straight to work. Don't like fishing on wheels, to be honest. It's just parking, somewhere to park, and that's the key. Nowhere to park, that's what it's about, like. Same with some places in Scotland, you go, nowhere to park, it makes a big difference. I fished there years ago when I was a kid. There was a Haven caravan site, and we came right to the right of it. There was a car park on the beach. I was digging worm there and all, I think. And catching eels and flatties. Nest fishing Mick, northeast or northwest. Oh, best fishing Mick. Well, I'm a northeast lad, so I'll say, if I had a choice of where I had to fish for the rest of my life, it would be the northeast. From Whitby upwards for myself. To Nova. Yeah, but the summer fishing over on the west coast of, like the Solway side, it's fantastic. The winter fishing's not too bad. I had that cod, it was one of my videos, me and Jeff were fishing. I think I had a 4.5 pound cod.
Head.
Head. Yeah, got it. Keaton, you just got a knock.
I know.
I can't be getting beat off him again, like.
Yeah, we're doing a competition this time, aren't we?
Whoever catches the most fish tonight.
It'll be measured in length. The longest length wins.
It doesn't look like we're going to be catching anything.
Well.
Whoever... there you go, you're not.
Back in a bit.
Shut that door. Leave it on the hinges. It's getting little knocks on that. They're like a quiver tip on them continental rods, man. Not like that TTR next to it. The only thing is, I'm cutting no strips off the mackerel, so I'll have to cut it, because I'm not having them messing around with a fillet knife. Saying that, he's probably safer than me than doing it. after the weekend's performances. I've got a hole in my left hand. Pardon me, I jumped off that little gap thing in the to get down the ledges at Southwest Wales, and me first eye on me, the big eye on me rod, the foot came. It must have been sticking out a bit. The foot came out of that and went straight on my hand, and then I was knocking a wire into a lead. Very sure. I noticed that down there. Everywhere was parking, pay for parking. Where Jesus Christ, up here, just pull in. Or farmers' gateways, or like anywhere like that. You know what I mean? Is he fishing or what? Keaton, move further to the railings. Move further to the railings. She's got to try and pull herself out of the wall. I'm going to try and bait yourself up. Aye, yeah. Get baited up if you want.
I should just cast it out again.
Just try that then. Just cast it back out, it's just the same. I'll put fresh bait on like, but you can do what you want. Say fresh, it flipping stinks. Six people still with us. Thank you all. 7. Thank you very much. 9 thumbs up. That's great. Yeah, much appreciated. Like last minute spontaneous session. Like I say, if you just come into the chat, we went to fish Maryport Pier, and the wind was horrible, proper horrible. It was blowing me over, and I only weigh 10 clem. And then we came up to fish Bank End Farm. It's like out the way of the wind, around the promenade of Maryport, and the weed was absolutely, it snapped me off. So then we came up to silloth and thought, right, rather than make a video, we'll just go live. So that's what we're doing. And he wants to tighten that line up where's he can. Best plans as the Mark. I've had so many fish on the spontaneous sessions, unbelievable. So that's what Matty Mo's about to touch the screen when the comments get off. Jackpot. Carson said he'll end up getting over and over. When I said to him, do you fancy going fishing? He came downstairs with a bag of clothes. Are we going for a few days? Or are we coming back early in the morning? Says I've got work tomorrow. The wind is absolutely horrible, like. When they got going over, it should have been straight out. What? Just put it down then. Oh, what was that? I wish I'd forgotten. Aye. Cannot wait till the alarm clock goes off at 5:30 in the morning. Absolutely buzzing for that. Me too, Bob. Keaton, did you put your grip wires back on? Did you clip your grip wires back on?
What?
Your grip wires. The wires on your lead.
No.
Oh, well, there you go then.
No, I just casted it straight back out.
Let's leave it then. Google Maps is class, isn't it?
Hopefully you catch some soon, Mark. Hopefully you catch something soon.
Yeah. Nice skater.
Aye. Hopefully you catch some rays.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Skate. We
Aye.
call them skater.
Shut that dog, Heaton. Pretty cold. I worked today, tired 50 and I did. Oh, nice one, Bob. Every day's a weekend. I just don't like going to sleep, me. I want to retire at 50, like. Don't think Keaton will let us do that.
No.
Always want to go fishing. I did a fair few miles at the weekend, like, to be fair. I drove, it was nearly 7 hours to get down there where we parked for the first day. Do you know what, right, Bob? I sent Reese, like Fish Hunt, a video one day. I was eating some chips, and I work all, like over the northeast and stuff. I was eating some chips, and I was at Hendon Prom. The sea was perfect, right? Rollers in about 4 to 6 foot, and then sent a video, perfect conditions. He messaged back saying, "Mick, why haven't you got a rod in that van?" Do you know what? So tempted, like, but I'll not get no work done, and I work price work, so yeah. I go to work, and then I'll come in, I'll go fishing, and then I'll get back home and I'll be late for work. There was one night I phoned Jeff a couple of years ago, just when the lockdowns were easing off and stuff like that. Says, "Jeff, we're going fishing." Aye, alright then, my gear's at Silloth. Says, "Right, I'll come pick you up, and we'll go and get your gear." So I picked his gear up. He says, "Where are we going?" I says, "We're going to Arbroath, fish the cages." So then 3 hour drive up there, fished for 2.5 hours, 3 hours, then drove back. Sea was absolutely perfect, we never had a bite. I think I got home at like about 6:30 in the morning. Oh, Jeff, Keaton used that knock, I think. Anyone else see that? On the old quiver tip. That's what reminded me of them on the Continental Road, like a quiver tip from the bitty fishing the lakes and stuff.
My tip snapped.
They get fixed.
Right.
But
I am getting a bite on the end of that.
just giving it a thing, innit?
That might be the wind. I think last one was wind.
I've got a big mackerel bait out, like it's like half a mackerel, to be fair. What's the time now?
11 o'clock.
11 bells. What do you do, mate? Reinstatement on the utilities. mostly like on the gas utilities. So I like being like Cumbria to tomorrow, and then the next day I could be like from Leeds up to the borders, mostly over the northeast, like Sunderland, South Shields, Newcastle, them places. So I get a look at the water most days, to be fair. But I couldn't just go for 2 or 3 casts. Just wouldn't do it. Alright, I at least subcontractor Northern Gas Networks on the reinstatement. Seven people watching, thank you very much. 9 thumbs up, that's great, that.
Unless it says 10 thumbs up.
Liberty Gas. I was at, years ago I was in York, and I was at, started off at Morgan Est, then changed to Morgan Sindel, then Balfour's took over, then we went to Enterprise, and then we came, and I came up here. I was in Northern, and subbing at Northern Gas in Cumbria and stuff like that, doing work on the contract. It's like Northern Gas kind of took over the full area. That's like from 2009, 2010 when they started to push all the subbies out. Like your Balfours and your Morgans and stuff like that. That wind's wild, innit?
Mm-hmm.
The wind was picking up yesterday when we were down in North Wales there, North West Wales. Banfords. With that wind and picking up yesterday, it was horrible. Like, as the day got on, it was getting worse and worse, and then called it a day just before it started raining. Because we were going to fish there June afternoon to go for something to eat and come back fishing in the darkness. And then today we were meant to be fishing, is it Freshwater Bay? Something like that. Freshwater Bay, Freshwater Black Bay or something. We were going to be fishing that today. Forearms like Popeye.
I'm just waiting for my boat to go right over the rod stand.
It's mad because I was fishing up Ross Bay, catching the fawnies and taking the rod right up, the reel right up to the cups. Getting tired like. 8 in the chat, thank you all, thank you very much. 7, thank you very much, really appreciate it.
6.
Ah, it's been a good 50 minutes, hasn't it? Couple of casts out. Give that another 5 minutes. That bait, that was massive, that.
Have I ever eaten ray?
No. Has anyone ever eaten rays, formac rays and stuff like that, like the skate and stuff? Apparently they're really, really nice. The wind is absolutely horrible. We sat in the car. I'm looking for the windscreen cup. When Keaton gets out, he has to fasten a couple of lead weights so his feet stop and blow away. I've got the same problem, Mark. What's the best way to skin them and stuff like that? I know there's videos on YouTube, but they just, I wouldn't mind eating one, to be fair. Wait, it's blown straight off the sawway, straight in the silloth. It's, we went to Fish Maryport Pier, and then that was, you couldn't even walk on there. Then went across to Bank End Farm where the golf course is, and the weed was absolutely shocking.
Live.
And now we're at Silloth Prom, right next to the ramp, sat in the car on the corner, and it's, you have to walk 30 yards up the prom, well, to the south end, to chuck out, and it's landing in front of you. That's how bad it is. Do you have to dip them in, like, have them in a bucket of salty water or whatnot to, like, get the ammonia out of them, like you do with dogfish? Cup holder, do you go to Lenny's tackle shop? It's a cracking little shop, that. I was in there the other week.
See the.
When's the first? It's nice to know. The tides will be. What time will high tide be? About 8 o'clock at night now, is it, over there at South Shields? High water? Or was that the row? I can't think. I've got it mixed up before in the past, and I've got down here and to dig worm, and it was nearly high water. Nice one. If anyone's watching, don't know where Lenny's is. It's top end of John Reed Road, just as the shops start on the left hand side after the roundabout. Parking's a nightmare, but you'll get parked somewhere. I just pulled on the footpath over the road and chucked my beacons on the van. We're now in. Skin them, peel. White meat, lovely. See, I tried doggy and it was like, nah, it wasn't for me. So I think that was why I didn't put them in the water first. So Wednesday, Thursday, the sea's getting away, right?
That's the right one yesterday.
The no bones in them. Have they still been catching plenty mackerel off South Shields and cut holder? I caught one mackerel yesterday. Well buzzing.
What, my shot's in front of yours?
Batter the doggies.
My shot's in front of yours, what?
I will be. Batter the doggies. They eat it down south, don't they? Call it rock salmon, the dogfish. Honestly, the dogfish I had yesterday was a right clunker. Like, your hand couldn't even go right round its, like, it's round it to its belly.
Be a batter, Mick. Be a batter, Mick.
Be a batter. Now you're talking. Now you're talking. Get the beer chucked among us.
What beer flavoured batter?
Ah, it's lovely. You're too young to have it.
A drink.
Mate, it was work. Oh, film me freezer.
Not beer
Oh,
flavoured
never.
good.
Do you know what? I've never really caught mackerel. I remember fishing up Auburn years ago, and it was bubbling in front of us. I chucked the spinner in and caught a sand eel, and I still couldn't. And like, we went up to Arbroath fishing off the rocks in the summer before the lockdowns. Keaton filled the cool box up, and I never had one mackerel out. I beat us then and all, but for me to get one mackerel yesterday, I was buzzing. Like, I tried fishing on the Friday morning for the mackerel, and the lads were pulling them out on piece, and I just couldn't get one. So I had to go on Reese's rod, and if you've seen Reese's video, he's on about giving Northern a rod and he'll break it. The feather line snapped. Now to do with me. It was weak line, and the reel was at the halfway up the rod and all. That was my excuse, if you couldn't hear us. You don't need sleep cup holder, man. Sleep's overrated. Cheers for tuning in, pal. Thanks a lot. Right, I'm going to change baits. Watch out, shake a lot. Why does it like that? Ah! Ah! Plucking them on.
Just rolling down the window a little bit. Nothing's even touched his. Come on, fish. We're losing people. People over there scaring the rabbits away. Dad. Dad. Dog chasing rabbits.
Oh, that's what I blew away then.
What?
Bit lassie.
And who do you think will catch the first fish?
Drop the bait size down a bit. Look at the wind blowing that about, man. Jesus Christ.
And Dad's gonna go cast. You might not be able to see him. It's just floating torch. I'll leave that question to him because he's the... Oh, my dad. Who do you think will catch the first fish, guys?
Just give it a bit of slacker then. Big traces on. Pass the shake a lot.
I think it's a little bit shaky.
You what?
I think it was a little bit shaky.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The flipping off it on here. This is going to be the last cast. I've got an hour's drive back home yet, even though it's only local. Yeah, even though it's only local.
You will, mate.
Like, what's the time now?
21 past 11. Mark you on Facebook, I'll send you the details on Prestity. I don't know how to pronounce that.
It's a Welsh word. It's the name of the place.
Enough Welsh stuff.
Just give that a little bit of slack on my rod there where I've just cast out. Got the big traces on. Just so it puts on the bottom a bit more.
Cheers, Bob. That's good of you. Okay. I will, mate.
Last chance of a fish.
someone over there chasing the dogs away, you know. I
Right?
mean, all the rabbits, not the dogs.
I'll catch them, you could do some for the firsts. Say that's still warm still, isn't it?
It's only like a little bulldog or something like that.
No, you're good for now then. 4 people in. Welcome.
3 people.
I wonder if I can reply back to.
I bet your subscribers went up a bit.
Aye.
Went up to 422.
Oh, what the hell have I done here? Is it still on?
Yeah, it's still on.
I don't know what I've done here. Touching screens and that. Don't do technology stuff. The famous last cast.
I've got one more person.
Famous last cast, sitting in the car, chilling out. Welcome, if you just joined. Just fishing silloth prom out the car next to the ramp.
Caught nothing.
Caught nothing apart from weed when we were down Maryport.
Aye.
Keaton's forgot to pick the tripod up, so we're having to hold it. Five people in.
I'm starting to get a bit more people now.
Yeah, thanks a lot, people. Remember to hit that thumbs up button, means a lot. And if you haven't already subscribed, hit that subscribe button and all. That helps out as well. Try and knock the channel up a little bit.
Someone's liked.
It's free to subscribe to any channel on YouTube. Doesn't cost you a penny.
Even I'm subscribed to him.
I can leave you here if you want.
What?
And you can walk home.
Yeah, thank you. I'll just get a taxi.
What, reverse charges?
Aye.
Costs £100 to get a taxi from here.
I do the Uno reverse.
Uh-huh.
So you can pay. Thanks, bro.
I've already caught a hand for the bass.
I think the bass are dying down these days, you know.
I was talking to Maddie Man over the weekend, well, on Saturday. Master Fisherman had a really good day. Monster. It's a nice place. I was talking to Maddie Man the other day. He was talking about a bass session he had not long ago. I was like, that's more than I've ever caught. So they're having a really good time on the bass net down there. It's like a nursery now, isn't it? Which is a good thing. There's actually a sign on that post there telling you about the bass. I'll just pan you round. See that there? That's actually a poster of the IFCA about bass and how to keep them, which is, you know, when you're on a place like this, there should be all over signs like that. Really, to be fair.
Car coming in.
A lot of cars coming in and out. 10 thumbs up, that's great, thank you very much. Cars spinning around. Heard that, I don't know if you can hear that wind hassling through with the car, like.
Yeah, can you?
Can you hear it, can you? tell you what, going live's a lot easier than editing videos. Well, I used to fish behind the power station on the River Tees, on the fly, and I've had one out of there. And then I had another one down Easington, down the Horness coast. And then I've had one or two at Workington, two in one session at Workington. Then I've had another bass, what was on a video anywhere, the camera was all, the GoPro thing was just doing me head in. So yeah, so what's that, 2, 3, 4, 5, say 6 or 7 bass I've ever had.
Back down to 3 people.
That's tide starting to push right there from right to left now. You can't see the lines, but they're starting to come right round. Short spontaneous session. Just need a fish. Done the famous last cast. Another thing what's great to see on Silloth Prom, there's bins across there, so people put rubbish in the bins and that, you know what I mean?
Not a little. No, I don't think we're catching anything tonight.
That's the wrong spirit, Keaton. Should say famous last cast. You always go catch something on the last cast.
Tried it out myself.
There's been some times I've had lots of last casts.
We had a last cast yesterday.
And look what happened. A few old good old clicks on the reel. Did you see the state of that that trace of that whatever was clicking the way of the reel? That wire was flat and bent in places, man. All the plastic thing was all scrubbed off it into the lot.
I have my own YouTube channel and all.
Yeah, Keaton's started his own YouTube channel up. Mad Mick Shadow, it's called. He's going to get out a lot more, aren't you? Get him on the cod.
Master Fisherman videos.
I'll have a look. I'll subscribe to his channel when I come off this. Well, when I get home. And what we'll do now, Keaton can subscribe to him now, so I can see where it's at.
That's what I was about to do anyways.
So Keaton's looking him up now. We've got to hit the subscribe button. Do you know what? Yesterday I said to Keaton twice, but in that video when I had me top off, I said to him twice, says, Keaton, is my back burned? No, it's alright. My favourite cob place is a cracker lad, his name is Hacken. Great stuff. My favourite cob place, I would say, will be North East Scotland. Because every cast, when the sea's right up there, every cast feels like you got to catch a pig. Aye, it's just like...
Yes, 3,1600 views.
So, like, North East Scotland for me, it's, yeah. I once sat in the car when it was time to come home and sat there for about half an hour debating whether to go home or not. Just south of Aberdeen, I think it's about 15 miles south I fish, like Iverbervie, just down from Stonehaven. Like you got Iverbervie, and then you got Gorton, and then you got John's Haven. Like that neck of the woods, the ground is just pure rock, gullies. Apart from Iverbervie, which is a steep shingle beach. The bigger the better. I fished it in like 15-20 foot swells, whole bottom perfectly, and you're just pulling them out for fun. It's class. And Gorton Pier, that's amazing that. But there's rock marks right the way around for low water. It's just like, there's not enough time in the day to try and fish them, if you know what I mean. Try and work them out. You need a good tide, you need a good sea run up there, and then get among the fish. And it's just, it is absolutely mental. And then after that, I would say it'd be the Whitby area. I fished that quite a lot, 3 or 4 nights a week sometimes when I was living back in County Durham. And then the County Durham beaches, when the season's right, it's fantastic. But I think it's been dead the last few years. Lamb chops under the grill, nice. I've got some chicken in the house. I had chicken before I came out, and I put in some of that reggae sauce. And we had some chicken, so I think there's a few bits left, and that's how Lasses knocked them in.
What's your favourite cod place?
Just been talking about that, Keaton. Do you get many cod down in North Wales?
I don't.
Have you seen there was a thing going around on Facebook a bit ago, and if you catch a cod in the Irish Sea and it's got a tag in, external tag and it's got internal tags, you have to freeze the fish whole, and then phone the number and stuff like that. And it's £100 per fish in sterling, so that'd be alright.
The Menai has a few,
but not big. It's the same with here. If you've seen some videos of fishing silloth prom on the little rod, I was hammering them out in the winter. Just all small mops, but still good fun, like. I do like South Shields Pier as well, mind, for the cod fishing. Do you want to go wind yours in, Keaton?
aye.
And take it all off, put it all away. Do you know what I've wanted to fish the Mersey along
Hopefully we don't lose the door.
for a few years now. It's just getting around to it. I've always wanted to fish the Bristol Channel. That's done. Keaton's just slammed the hinges off the door. But River Mersey, I think, be next on the list. When's the best times to fish down there in the Mersey? Walk to the railings, Keaton. Tell you what, it's fantastic seeing him fishing on here now. First time on here when he was about 3.5, 4 year old, fishing out the back of the car down the bottom. He wasn't even the height of the railings. I took him dab fishing once further down the other end, and he was catching mops, small cod. Looks like he's got weed, tide's turned. Here. We're shooting them like.
What are you going to do with this rest of the bait?
I'm going to chuck it in the water.
Okay. Okay, I will in a second then.
Take all that down, put your rod away. What was that there? Black London squid. Tell you what, here's a question for you. What bait would you use if you only had the choice of it to fish with it for the rest of your days? Mine be squid. Simply reason being, I've been in all of these aquariums, all they ever feed them is squid. Do love squid, like. You can even eat it yourself. Unless it's pink and stinking, then you're spewing your guts up for 3 days. Five in the chat, thank you for joining. If you haven't already, hit the like button, the thumbs up, sorry. Share and subscribe. This is my last cast, so I'll be reeling in once Keaton gets all of his gear put away. We've had no fish, fishing silloth prom, black lug and peeler, might be squid. Dirty squid. That small dirty squid. Oh. I know the small dirty squid stuff, about 2 inches long. Mint. Fantastic, that stuff, like. On a 2-hook flapper, so they're dancing about in the water for the cod just to munch on. It's class. What's he doing? Keaton, where you are? See, carp, been using carp for years and years before it came big. I mean, first time I bought some carp, I couldn't even drive. I passed my test when I was 17. I'm 36 now. And it's got that. Back then it was mint. It was pure coral carp, and now it's just all about the wings. And the price of it is absolutely ridiculous. We used to pay, I think it was 35 or 40 pound a box of crab, hen crab. And now you're talking like 110, 120 quid a box. It's just because that many people use it and making that much money off it.
I'll chuck this in the sea.
Yeah, there's that much, but it's a cracking bait, but it's got to be used in the right places, like really rough ground. Do you know what I mean? Like proper heavy kelpy ground. It's no good using it on sandy beaches because it's not natural, is it? You really want to be fishing with carp like till November. Carp is it's brown, your brown crab, female crab. It's the eggs of the female crab. But what people do now is they're just taking the wings out and then they're leaving the coral carp and just doing that on its own. But the wings is just the meat. Where the carp itself is the carp, you basically take your legs off your brown hen crabs, brown eaters. So you hold the shell in, you take that, scrap that out, and scrape everything into a bucket what's inside that crab, and just keep going like that and mix it all up, and then just pour it into Chinese tubs. They're like 1 kilo tubs, and then like that freezes down, and then you cut them into sausages or chunks and just wrap them in cling film, and then piece your cling film when you go to bait up and elasticate it on. So then you've got the meat in there, you've got the coral in there, which is the eggs, and it absolutely stinks. I was making some, I think I was about 17, and my father kicked us out the house, and it gave us my fishing umbrella and said get out there. It was pissing down, and I was outside in the lashing down rain, smashing a box of crabs up to get the car out of them, because it was stinking in the house. Yeah, just take the legs off and hit each side of the legs, where the legs would be, just to crack it, and then peel them back like that, and then scrape everything you can into that bucket, mix it together. Don't bother the cart. People like the cart wings and stuff, but nah, not for me. You want everything mixed together. Get them eggs in the lot. Because if you're getting wings, you don't know if it's a male brown crab or not. Where if you're mixing the coral, everything in together, do you know what I mean? That's just my personal preference, like from years of doing it. I mean, what you're talking nearly 20 years now, they've been using cart. But you want to use them like September, October, November, then go on to your worm baits in like December. Obviously squid and carp and all. Chuck your carp inside the squid. That's another thing, isn't it? And then use it as a pocket and piece it. Jesus, the car's rocking with that wind. What worms? I use yellowtails mainly, or blowlug. Just because I can pump them out the ground. I was a digger for years and started pumping and chucking the pump, and that's no good for now. And just persevered, and then getting the blowlug on the pump. So much easier on your back, your shoulders. I used do you know, I haven't kept any peelers for years now. It'll be at least 7-8 years since I've kept peeler crab. Keaton's giving my last cast a good old waiting session while he's putting his rod in that away. That big light I've got down there, that's the belt of that mind. If you've seen some of the other videos, I think I got from B&Q, I think it was either 37 or 42 quid. It lasts like 6 or 7 hours on the second setting. You can see right down there, it's just pointing upwards. 7 people in chat. If you're new to the chat, this is our last cast with silloth prom. Haven't caught out. It's windy as out. Sitting in the car. Cracking on. And if you haven't already, click that thumbs up button. It means a lot. Thank you very much. And that subscribe button. Much appreciated. That's not me moving, by the way. That's the wind rocking the car. That TTI doesn't move very well in the wind, though. Good old broom shanks. Big Danny TTI. I've had that a long time now and all. Cracking rod. Leave the boot on the hinges, Keaton, next time. So right, I'll pass this over to Keaton while I reel this last one in. Here you go, shake a lot.
Swap you. Send me a friend request on Facebook.
I will do, pal.
Yeah, swap you.
Send me your friend's request, Bob. It's you need to lift up, Keaton, can't even see the rod tip, man. You're looking in the car. It's Michael Bostock, and I think my profile picture is me doing something. Keaton will get it up for you if you keep the eye on the rod. Like that, there, so the lads can see the rod, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They don't want me looking at the car, they want to see the rod tips. Bend it like Beckham.
I'll show you in a minute what his Facebook profile is. That's him there. Have you got him? Send a message if you got that. You might have officially ended that, you know. Did you get that, Bob? What his Facebook account was? Oh no. Something's got to go with it. I'll just show you it again real quick. Your voice crack there. That's him there. Oh, sorry for my fingers. No, I'm not currently offline. Have you got that, Bob? And just nuns. Beautiful view, isn't it? All you just see is darkness. My dad's down there somewhere at the other side of the car. And I'll show you my YouTube channel. That's my YouTube channel there. I've already got 6 subscribers. Just waiting for my dad. So I already have 2 videos up. There's my dad there.
Just want to say to everybody, thank you for watching and tuning in while we're putting up with this wind, and aye. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. If you have, fantastic. Wind's trying to blow me into the water. So right, we're going to get off now. Thank you all. and good night. Keaton, you press the X button, I think, to shut it down.
Okay.
See you all later.